Seña was a real dream project. We were visited by Bob Mondavi back in 1995. Bob was already an iconic figure, the leader of the Napa Valley. And when he came here, I was asked to be his driver. I took him around the country. And by the end of the trip, he told me, Eduardo, the terroir that you have here reminds me of the Napa Valley in the 1960s when they were not known. So he had in mind creating a project that could be resembling what he did with Opus One, and so he wanted to create a first growth from Chile, and that was how we created Seña together. The vision we had was really to create a Chilean wine. That was a pillar, to make a wine with personality, with Chilean terroir. And because of that, we always wanted to have a blend wine with Cabernet Sauvignon as a backbone and Carmenere, this uniquely Chilean grape variety, as the Chilean component, so that we could make a Bordeaux blend with a Chilean character.
My objective as a winemaker of Seña is really to continue the dream and the mission that Eduardo imposed when he created the joint venture with Mondavi, which was to have a signature wine, a wine that, and that's the name, Seña means signal or sign, in order to create a wine, an iconic wine from Chile that could be, for the first time, world-class wine and stand along with the world-class wines of the world. That's the mission of Seña, and it's a big mission.
And then we started looking for the property, for the place, finding this amazing property that has all the different terroirs where we can make this uniquely Chilean Bordeaux blend. So we found this site, this beautiful place, only 40 kilometers from the seaside, from the Pacific Ocean, where we have the cooling breezes that come from the coast all the way, and we have this amazing terroir where you have the gravel soil near the river, where we grow the Cabernet Sauvignon. We have more clay soil here on the hillside where we grow the Carmenere, and then different places with different proportions of clay and gravel where we play with Malbec, Cabernet Franc and Petit Verdot. The ultimate way of farming a wine that it will have a terroir character is biodynamics. Biodynamic farming is an holistic approach where is the utmost respect for your terroir. So that was the plan in using biodynamic farming in an holistic way. We designed the property with biodynamic corridors so that you can have the whole property in full balance.
We worked for 14 years in Seña, so he's very involved and it's a cherished project for him. So I respect that, of course, and we interact a lot together. We always trying to keep the spirit of Seña. So it's good to have an involved owner that is always taking care of keeping the spirit of his project.
Seña is about the art of blending. The property is planted roughly 50% Cabernet Sauvignon, then 20% Carmenere, another 20% Malbec, and then we play a little bit of Petit Verdot and Cabernet Franc.
Seña started from day one as a Bordeaux blend. Robert Mondavi was looking for more complexity and not only like Cabernet wine that was the common thing to do in Chile at the time. So he wanted to have a blend, but he gave with Eduardo the Chilean touch, including incorporating Carmenere from day one.
The key is really understanding what each component will add, and the Cabernet will be the backbone, the structure. The Malbec will give the chocolate fruit, very, very flowery, and the Carmenere will give more the spices. So then Petit Verdot, violets, and Cabernet Franc is fine grain tannin. So it's really the art of blending in how you put everything in the right proportion, and of course it depends on every vintage. Once we created Seña, we had an additional challenge to get the recognition for our wine internationally. I had the idea of presenting Seña in a blind tasting, first in Berlin in 2004. The idea was to have as a benchmark the best wines of Bordeaux and Italy, and I had in mind that we should be in the company of these great wines. To everyone's surprise, Seña came first, came atop of Lafite, Margaux, the top classics. When you drink Seña, you should expect a wine of great harmony, great purity, great finesse and elegance that you can really enjoy at an early stage with food, or you can equally age for 10, 20 years. This is a wine equally for collectors. As a wine producer, it has really been my dream to create a wine from our Chilean land, from our terroir, that could get the recognition for Chile as a world-class wine producer. Seña has reached this goal, has reached this vision, and today we're very happy to see Seña being enjoyed by the world wine lovers amongst the great wines of the world.